What is up? Forgot to put us back on the screen, man.
It's all good.
What's
We're
up?
here.
It is the Indianapolis Colts day today. Here at your lunch hour or afternoon. Roman, what's up, man? Welcome back. Really hope this offense can get passing the ball better open, just rushing the lanes for JT. Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope. This line's still pretty decent enough. So, good afternoon, he says. Finish. We're about to get a haircut. We'll be back on afterwards. I don't know. These episodes are pretty short, so if you're sitting down in the chair, you can watch this later. If not, hey, it's all right. Tomorrow we'll be back anyways. I really got to have this draft up. Who's tomorrow again?
Tomorrow's the Seahawks.
Yeah, that's right. I gotta get this draft order, man, back up, man.
Yeah, I'm just going by memory, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't have it up anywhere. I'm just thinking in my head like, who was?
That's probably not. That's probably not what we should do. We do it.
And then you got the Cardinals because they traded up with the Detroit Lions.
Yeah. But it's wait, hold on. Shouldn't we have done the Cardinals today?
Well, if you're going by that math, we should have done the Bears first.
Hold on. Whatever. It's fine. We'll do the Colts today. We'll do the Cardinals tomorrow. No, I'm going off the
Seahawks.
new map.
Yeah, we're going off the actual drafting order.
Yeah, the actual drafting order.
Yeah.
Originally, it was Panthers, Houston, Cards.
Well, no, originally it was Bears.
Houston, the first Cardinals. Original one. Yeah. I'll have to find the draft order. We went off by draft order just to keep us on our toes, and now we're really on our toes because I can't even remember what the freaking draft order was. It's funny. It's like
I'm trying to remember who was seventh because I know after seventh it was the Falcons, then the Eagles, then the Bears.
Raiders were seventh. Yeah, I got
Raiders. It. Okay.
Yeah, so I got it now.
Remember Raiders.
It's Carolina. We did the Texans Tuesday. Today we're doing the Colts. Tomorrow's the Seahawks. Monday we'll come back with the
Cardinals.
That's
the Raiders.
That's what. Yeah. I don't know. I got it now. I found the original draft order. Yeah, we're all over the place. Shouldn't you go do Texas? No, absolutely not.
All right, Texans round 2.
What do you want? What do you want, Brady?
I don't think there's much more to talk about with the Texans.
No. No. What's up, then, boys?
What up, then, boys? What's up?
No, I'm not doing a team twice because you know what's crazy is we're gonna go through all these teams and we're not. I think Broncos is gonna be our last team.
Broncos, 49ers, or Browns. One of them.
Because
Broncos had a second round pick. No,
I thought they went into the third. Something like
so
that.
did the Browns and the 49ers. So
one
of those three teams.
The Broncos had the 67th pick in round 3. So it would have placed the Browns at 74. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. But either we're hitting all 32 teams today. We're doing the Colts. Yeah, so the Colts was not what we thought they were going to be. This time last year, we thought they were going to be ballers, man.
You thought they were going to be ballers. Let's get that straight. I thought they'd be good, but I didn't.
They suck all of a sudden, and now nobody wants to join on my wagon. That's fine. That's fine. Because I remember talking about this team, and you agreed with what I had said about their record. And then they start losing, and everyone's like, "Oh no, Martin said that. We did it. Martin said that. All right, well, whatever." If that's the case, then that's fine. I'll stand alone. I'll say what I say. Look, overall they went 4-12 and 1. Freaking Houston. With Frank Wright. Up until November, they fired him, and then they brought in Jeff Saturday, who, by the way, never had any coaching at all higher than the high school level.
Mm-hmm.
So they brought him in, and then they won their first game, which that was a really good game, by the way. Probably one of the best games I've witnessed live. The Raiders were hosting the Colts there. I decided to go to that game. It was back and forth. It was one of the best games I've seen live. And we've seen a couple of them. I remember one of our best games we've seen was also with freaking the Cardinals here when Eagles arrived as well. So
yep,
that was a really good game too. So um, it was a horrible situation. Saturday he 7-game losing streak after that one win. So the offseason they cut him loose. They brought in freaking Shane Steichen from the Eagles, right?
Yep.
So he's now the head coach, and now the offensive coordinator is now, jeez, this is his real name, Jim Bob Cooter.
Jim Bob Cooter.
Yes, Jim
used
Bob
to be with
Cooter
the Lions.
is now the offensive coordinator for the Colts. Do we see a 3-room running back? I don't know, because that's what it seemed like the Eagles were doing, or also not the Eagles, but like from the way they were ran last. Like, do we see a little bit of what these previous coaches, like how it's played? I don't know. I'm really interested in seeing but again, presumably the Colts went to go get their guy. You know, last couple seasons they've been bringing in these other guys, and it's not been working out. I mean, after Matt Ryan, it was what they had: Sam Ehlinger, Nick Foles, and Gardner Minshew. Kind of like that's what they're rolling with. So hopefully Richardson will play at the back end of the season. So I don't know.
I hope he doesn't play at all, honestly.
That's what I'm also hoping.
He needs at least one full year to learn everything, if not more. He's a project. He's a good project, but he's a project.
Oh, he's going to be one of the... Look, he could be one of the best players coming in, but
if done right, he could probably be as good as Mahomes, honestly.
Yeah. So I think we all thought the Colts were going to be good, but Martin thought that they were going to be the world's beaters because of Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan was decent enough in Atlanta, and he came over to the Colts. He just lost all touch. I don't know. Just weird.
I like this one. Jeff Saturday didn't even have a winning record as a high school coach.
I don't.
And you know what's crazy? They let him go, but up until the very last second, like Saturday was, because of Irsay, was being considered to come back as head coach.
Oh yeah,
I think the football minds had to talk Irsay out of it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's good because he's not. He really isn't. Just like, look, he's a legend there. I get it. He's just
he's a legend. He's charismatic. He can talk people up, but as far as like the ins and outs of being a head coach, I just don't think he's qualified.
Yeah. It was just a bad situation. But yeah, go over this long list of rookies that they...
I know. I was like, man, they got a lot of rookies. What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Pretty nuts. So go ahead.
All right. So they didn't trade up or anything like some people thought they might, and they ended up staying put at 4. They got Anthony Richardson, quarterback out of Florida. Then with the number 44 pick, they got Julius Brents, cornerback out of Kansas State. And then they traded. Did they trade up for these picks? Jeez, I don't think any of these are their picks either.
No, not a lot. Not a lot of these. The only ones that were theirs was the 4th pick, the 106. Then
the
5th
138.
one.
Yeah, 138.
Yeah. Other than that, all these. Oh, and the 7th, Jalen.
Oh, yeah, the Jalen.
Other than that, though,
from there, from here, from there, I was like, good Lord.
Yeah.
So they got Josh Downs, wide receiver out of North Carolina, to go with Anthony Richardson. Then they got Blake Freeland, offensive tackle, BYU, with the number 106. Then they got, oh man, I'm going to butcher this name. Tomowia?
It's
Debo War? Defensive lineman.
Adabor.
Out of Northwestern.
Out of Northwestern,
lineman.
yeah.
And then we got Darius Rush, cornerback out of South Carolina with the number 138. Then with the 158, they got Daniel Scott, a safety out of California. Then with the 162, they got Will Mallory, tight end Miami. Number 176, Evan Hall, which I know you like, running back out of Northwestern. We got number 220 or 211, Titus Leo, linebacker out of Wagner. And then 221, Jalen Jones, cornerback out of Texas A&M. And then with the very last pick they had, 236, they got Jake Witt, offensive tackle, Northern Michigan.
Yeah. A lot of guys.
Yeah.
A lot of picks.
But I feel like after last year, they had a lot of room to build their roster. So,
yeah. I think I don't know. I don't know what to think about them anymore. I feel like they're kind of like in rebuild mode, but then at the same time, it's like
I think it's rebuild, but it's a quicker rebuild, in my opinion.
Okay.
Because they're rebuilding the quarterback position. The guy Anthony Richardson, but he's a project, so he's going to take at least a year. And then I feel like he'll need another year to kind of improve. So I think in 2 years, this team could be pretty scary, especially with bringing in other people to help improve the roster. So I think it is a rebuild, but I think it's a quick turnaround. Like I said, 2 years, especially with this division. I mean, they could be competing for the division this year. Who knows?
They could. I mean, you got Jags. I mean. I think the Jags are going to take it.
Oh, I think Jags are heavy favorites, but like Brian says with the Lions, Lions like the Lion. I mean, the Jaguars like to beat Jaguars sometimes. So
yeah, they're all. What's crazy is all these teams are pretty damn near close to each other. With the Titans, Texans, Jags, and Colts, like they're all like building, and somehow, some way. Except for the Titans, I feel like the Titans are struggling there. I don't know if they know how to build. But we'll get to that team eventually. Here pretty soon. So, but yeah, Anthony Richardson with their overall one pick, it's just like very interesting how he like honestly, I don't know, like he could be really, really good. Like he's my favorite quarterback coming in. He really was. The issue is like he's inaccurate, but that I don't think that's going to be much of a problem after a while. I think they're going to work on it. I think he's going to get better. I think this guy might be one of the top 10 QBs if everything works out and he like works with this. I don't know. There's a lot of key components for him to be a valuable asset to this team for many years. So athleticism, height, weight, like this guy's massive. This guy's like a giant wide receiver running back playing quarterback. So
if Bryce Young came into this draft like 6'4", 225, 230, do you think he would have been like talked about like Trevor Lawrence?
I think so, yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Brandon and I were talking about that yesterday.
I think so. I think that they would have talked about this guy a long time ago. If Bryson was taller and did what he did, like Trevor Lawrence was the most hyped up QB for like almost 2 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I don't know.
It was like 3 seasons. It was like halfway through his freshman year. People were like, "Oh shit, this guy's for real."
But Florida threw a lot of deep balls, and he didn't have a great receiver, so it dropped. Completion percentage, yeah, and that's the thing though too. Now he has weapons that are like everywhere, like all over the chart. He's got some good bruisers, then he's got some tall but slow guys, then he's got some with Josh Downs is going to add a little bit of speed now. Pierce with some speed. Pittman's got some good size, decent speed, and it's like, how is Richardson going to come in? Like, honestly, like we're talking about Richardson, but we should be talking about is Minshew, because Minshew's going to be the one who's going to be throwing for the good majority of time, if not all season. We would hope it's all season. So I want to focus more on Minshew than I do Richardson, but it's very hard not to focus on Richardson because they brought him in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Especially with the number 4 overall pick.
yeah. So let's go over offense, and then we can talk a little bit about Minshew. So the offensive thing, Shane Steichen is bringing in with offensive coordinator Jim Bob Cooter, and then defense coordinator Gus Bradley. We have the Indianapolis Colts. Let me get their damn thing up. So at the helm is Gardner Minshew. We talked about Richardson coming in, and I'm surprised he chose number 5. Is there number 15 already? I didn't go with 15. Is there another 15? It's interesting that he went 5. Do you think he has a jersey change here soon? I don't know. It's weird.
I don't see it.
Was he 15 in high school? I don't know. Anyways, I just noticed he's number 5. So, anyways, as the line we have Nelson, Quentin Nelson, Ryan Kelly, Will Fries, and then Braden Smith. What happened to French? There he is. All right, he's still there. All right, we still got French fries. So Mo Alley Cox, Jelani Woods, giant ass targets, giant ass receivers, and then Isaiah McKenzie was also from Buffalo. I forgot about that one too.
Don't forget about their giant tight ends too.
No, that's what I meant. Giant ass targets with Jelani Woods and Mo Alley Cox. So and then so it's interesting that like the owner he likes giant players from what the rumors was. So the Indianapolis Giants. So it looks like we're all in for a good show. No glasses. Hey, look, I'm not I'm not tired today. Like I woke up at a good decent time. So yeah, no. But yeah, no, we're talking about the Colts today, so we're gonna focus on that. Usually these episodes are a little harder to keep people around because like they're just key focus on teams. But we'll be rolling out eventually to your team eventually, or if not, we've done it. But overall offense, we got Jonathan Taylor, Zach Moss, Deion Jackson, and Evan Holes. Jake Funk is on this roster now.
Yeah,
did you know that?
Jake Funk. I did not.
Yeah,
I'm looking at it right now.
He was a former Ram. That's interesting. But yeah, anyways, overall offensively, like what do you think? Because we have Josh Downs that they added, Strachan from wasn't he in New York? Was it Mike? No, he's always been a Colt, right? He's always been a Colt. Yeah, I thought so. Okay. So yeah, I mean, what do you think offensively? Do they have?
I feel like it's built pretty nicely for a young quarterback, honestly. Because, I mean, you have the taller receivers, so if anything, just lob the ball up higher. And if your receiver can't get it, nobody can, And obviously got Jonathan Taylor, so if anything, you could just run the ball to help open up the passing game.
I just don't like the only pass catcher here I see is Deion Jackson. Zach Moss, I still feel like is like kind of like that bruiser back. You got like 3 bruisers here.
Yeah,
Evan Hall is a bruiser.
Yep.
So, it's. I'm sorry, I'm just still laughing at this. He's been here a week. He's been here a week. Already knows. Sorry. I don't know.
Yeah, it was actually kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. But the only thing I'm concerned about offensively is their offensive line, which 2 years ago I would have said you're nuts if the offensive line is going to be that bad in 2 years, but they struggled last year, especially in passing. Like that was the biggest issue. Like I know Matt Ryan struggled, but I feel like most of his struggles was because nobody was blocking for him.
Yeah, well, didn't they have some injuries at the beginning? And it was just
they did.
Like
Nelson
rotating in and out
the first couple weeks.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
For instance, I'm looking at number 5. Richardson said that was the first number I had playing football in Miami when I was little. I feel like that's what set the foundation for me. Okay, thank you, Braden. That's our guy in the chair.
All right.
Looking at weird stuff whenever we have questions on the show. Right. Thank you, Braden. Matter of fact, he is a honorary member of the show. Not on here all the time, but last night, if you were here, his jersey, the Cardinals won. That one's actually his. So he got himself a Dynasty Pylon shirt or jersey. So it was it's actually pretty good. That's still one of my favorite ones of the ones we've made.
And now the Cardinals have new jerseys, so he's got to get a new one.
Yeah, but I still think it's still think it's kind of the best one. We made the Ravens was the first one, the Chargers was our second one, and you and I made our teams, the Atlanta ones and the Washington ones. So
yeah,
I still think he has the best one so far. But anyways, that's besides the point. We should. Brian said he wanted to make the video, right? The new one. I'm the guy playing Old McDonald. Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to be part of the new video for
the new video. Okay, all right. I hope he knows we don't script that crap.
Yeah, well, we'll find out.
Because we suck at scripting stuff. We script stuff. Oh my gosh, it sucks. It's a madhouse. I think it took us longer scripting things than we did.
This is us. We would like to thank you guys for all your committed support.
Robots. It was that powder blue Chargers one is the best one. All right, so okay,
that
so
one too. Yeah,
likes that one nice more. Too. Yeah, that was Mike won that one. He hasn't been on for a while, but we helped him get his championship. He'll come back. I know he will. It'll be. When do you think these redrafters will come out of their cave? August? Or like late July?
Maybe July, August for sure.
Yeah, he'll come out. They all come out, and then our numbers go like they all come out of their redrafting caves. Us Dynasty guys are here all the time, so
right.
All right, let's move on with the defense.
Defense.
You got Kwity Paye at left end, and then you got Grover Stewart, DeForest Buckner, Samson Ibukum. Yeah, I said that right. Okay. And Zaire Franklin, and then Shaq Leonard, EJ Speed, which is still a cool name, by the way. Juju Brents, Julian Blackmon, Ronnie Thomas, Isaiah Rodgers, and our guy Kenny Moore. Those are the presumably starters. Still a good defense, I think. I still think they need maybe some DB help, but they did bring in Juju Brents. But again, it wasn't that high of a draft pick either. What was it, like fifth? No. Juju, oh wow, that was their second pick. But nothing like out of Kansas City, right? Or Kansas State? Yeah, Kansas State. So
I can't believe Nick Cross is the backup strong safety. Nuts.
Yeah. So it's look. Go ahead.
I feel like by the end of the year, Nick Cross will be the starter. It has to be.
Nick Cross? Yeah.
Yeah. He's too good to be a backup.
Yeah. I don't know. Blockman's pretty good too. It wouldn't surprise me if they all rotate these guys. Usually they do. Kenny Moore is obviously the guy though. Like that's he's that talented. So I wouldn't be surprised. Like I expect Kwity Paye to up his game this year. Zaire Franklin, I think it's going to be his defense. Shaq Leonard, I don't know, man. I think your opinion would probably matter more than mine because you have him on your dynasty team, and
I do, and I absolutely love him. But I'm just concerned with 2 back surgeries in the span of 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's not something you want to hear.
No, definitely not. What's up?
Especially when you, like Brian said last night, like he is a top 5 in the entire league linebacker. He proved it for like the first 4 years of his career. Pretty sure in that span he led the league in tackles, and I know he's just a beast of a player. But then towards the end of 2022, or 2021, and then the beginning of last year, like he's just having his back issues.
Yeah. No, I'm not laughing at what you're saying.
No,
I'm
I know.
it's I'm laughing at what Anthony's putting up here, but no, it's serious, you know. Like this,
I'll catch you on the way to work.
you know, sometimes it's like these guys' bodies don't really. Not everyone heals the same, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it
And maybe
sucks.
leading the league in tackles his first 4 years is catching up to him. Cause
Yeah, maybe. So I don't know. Us degenerates here all year round. Yeah, no kidding, dude.
mm-hmm.
We are really are. And that's just how us dynasty players are. But it's dynasty's so much fun. I can't. I like redraft to me is just like it's not the same, man. It's not the same. Catching
No.
Colts preview video mid-May is full degeneracy. Yeah, I know. Think if you put, yeah, you got to put it that way. Jesus, man. God. Yeah. When he puts it that way, it's like, come on, man.
Right.
But the thing is, it takes us a while to get through all 32 teams. So, again, we're starting off fresh because the freaking draft just kind of recently happened. If you're living in a cave, you didn't know the draft happened not too long ago.
Yeah.
So, welcome back, I guess. But no, look, Colts. I don't know. We're gonna look at the schedule here in a bit. Defensively, I think they can hold their own.
So it was back surgery to fix a nerve that was messing with his lower leg.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but to have it twice in 6 months, which means the first surgery clearly didn't work.
Well, maybe it wasn't the exact same like nerve ending though. Like it could have been something else. Like I haven't done research of it, just besides from what I heard.
Yeah.
I guess I could, but I probably won't. To be honest, like I probably won't. Only because I don't have him. Now, if he was on my squad, then I probably would have done a little bit more dig deeper into this fact, and then probably bring out the info to you guys. But no, I don't care. Like I do care, but I don't care. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I
mean, trust me, fingers crossed. I want him to be healthy. I want him to play at the level that he was playing, but just a slight unknown there, you know?
Yeah. He might not play the first opening week again, so I don't know. He also had ankle surgery in 2021. So yeah, he's all types of banged up. What other way is there to put it? Anyone tuning in for deep dive on middle of the pack team in May?
Man, middle of the pack team is putting it, nicely.
Has a problem.
I mean, they just did draft fourth for a reason.
Yeah, but you're here too, so I don't feel bad. So we're all here because we're obsessed with this sport, man.
Stop trying to scare away our viewers. It's okay to watch.
Look, if you're watching football like in May, obviously we're all degenerates here. Like, look, that's what Dynasty is. I don't care. I love the sport so much. Like, I don't care. There's always content because like people are like, oh, what are you gonna do in the off season? I'm like, there's plenty of stuff. Like there's scheduled.
What off season? There is no off season.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Just we all do, man. We all do. No, there's a set schedule that the NFL does, and that's what I kind of like about it. Like, yeah, they have their combine, the draft, their owners meeting, and then the new rule change, and then so on and so forth. Then the schedule comes out, and then once the schedule comes out, it's a little easier for us who do Dynasty to come out and start looking at our teams because now you come to find out which players you don't have on your bye weeks. You know what's crazy? My theory of having 3 quarterbacks on a single quarterback team is still good. Like it's still. I'm glad I'm doing that. Do you realize I have Justin Fields and Josh Allen gone in the same week?
Oh, so you only managed.
I have Dak. No, I need Dak Prescott to be healthy week 7.
Dang
Like,
it. I was praying to the fantasy gods that they all had the same bye, and they only came up with 2.
No, I have no. Well,
Sad.
see, that's the thing, though. I have an issue.
And it's week
Like, it's not
7,
my
too.
problem.
Only 1 week off the week I said it was going to be, too.
The fantasy gods don't want me to have a running quarterback on the bye weeks, so I had to go out and get a third one, and it's been pretty good so far, ish. Finally, how are you feeling about your team now, Mark? Your new team's owner, Mark?
I mean, from a person standpoint, he seems like a cool guy and knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
From a financial standpoint, I'm a little nervous, but
mm-hmm.
I don't know if you heard, but he had to send out reports to people to convince them hey, I have a plan. Once he feel his plan is basically now that Dan Snyder is gone, the fans will come back. And if that happens, we'll be good. But I'm but what if the fans don't come back? I bet there's concerns that he doesn't have enough physical money to run the day-to-day operations of the NFL franchise.
Jesus.
And I'm oh no. And he wants to build a new stadium, but he doesn't have enough money for that.
No, that's gonna have to wait, man. That's probably the last thing that they probably should prioritize. They need to refix that team.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I do think Snyder selling the team is a morale booster for the fan base. I really do. And I do feel like everything he has planned out is plausible. And I hope it does happen because I only wish the best for my team, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But there's just some questions still. Are we going to come back? Because we're one of the most I think we went from 2010 selling out every game to this past year we had the worst attendance in the league. It's bad.
Yeah.
We were only selling 40% of our tickets.
Mm-hmm.
In a stadium that seats almost 100,000 people.
Yeah.
To the point where the upper deck they closed off and they switched it to a 58,000 seat venue, and we still weren't selling that out. So
that's bad.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they can change it.
Hopefully.
But yeah. Thank you, Dan Boys, for bringing in Washington Commanders.
I know how much Martin loves talking about. He's going to skip the Commanders episode. I already know.
I am. I'm tired of you guys talking about.
We talk about them enough. We don't need to talk about them.
Well, this time it was Dan Boys' fault for asking the dumb question of the Commanders. You've been here long enough to no. It's either Anthony or Mark. Anthony hasn't showed up for any of these episodes. Have you noticed that? But
he will show
granted,
up.
It is early. It is early.
He'll probably show up for the
he's probably working. But no. Thank you, Dan Boys, for bringing the Commanders in here and then letting Mark ramble on about his favorite subject. Damn it. It's all good.
Yeah, you like Sam Howell. Yeah. It's all good.
No, it's fine. It's fine. But no, either way, look, all right, so the one question out of this roster, who you taking, who you not taking, and who you wouldn't mind taking a gamble on?
Well, I think the most for sure one you would take would be Jonathan Taylor. On defense, I like Zaire Franklin, and I still do like Shaq Leonard. But even with Shaq Leonard out last year, I mean, Zaire Franklin balled out. So,
okay.
Anthony Richardson could be a gamble that you could take because, I mean, I feel like he'll be really good, especially if you're doing Dynasty. Probably stash him in the taxi squad for 2 years.
Okay.
And then take him out of the taxi squad, then hopefully he's ready to ball out. And as far as person I wouldn't take, off the top, probably Zach Moss, just because I didn't like him when he was in Buffalo.
Okay. Who am I taking for sure? Zaire Franklin.
Yeah,
Zaire Franklin was
for
productive.
sure. Yep.
I think he's still gonna be productive. Um, like there was times he was outscoring Jonathan Taylor points wise.
Yep.
So I
And
will not
I
mind it.
like how they're keeping him in the same position, and they're moving Shaq Leonard to middle linebacker.
Yeah. At times it
So
just
that's
say
cool.
stuff purposely to get you to sidetrack. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
You
can tell
succeed.
that.
You succeed, dickhead. You know them boys long enough that he's going to try and get you up there.
Right?
Yeah, I know. But you guys come back. It's cool. I don't mind it. I always like having you guys here, so it's all good. Look, so Zaire Franklin's definitely my number one. Like I'm getting him over out of the starters here. I'm getting him, who I wouldn't mind getting. Um, man, I don't want to obviously Jonathan Taylor's like the guy. Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to mention Jonathan Taylor because of course anyone's gonna be like, oh yeah, sure, why not? I wouldn't mind getting Michael Pittman, and yes, I know I'm not, but with Minshew there and maybe Richardson, like we just need to see more touchdowns out of him. He had the highest rate of PPR last year, and he was just like you could see that he's used, but it's like the production wasn't as good as we wanted it to be, if that makes sense.
Mm.
So I wouldn't mind getting him again, but after the guy hasn't had the same quarterback since he's gotten here. He is like DJ Moore with the Colts. He's had a
Terry
different
McLaurin.
guy every year, and he hasn't established any chemistry with any of them more than a freaking season. I feel bad for him because he's so talented, but the problem is he doesn't have a quarterback behind a boss line. It's a decent line, maybe under decent, with who knows who's at the helm.
Mm-hmm.
So let's hope the next couple seasons and they keep him long enough. And then who am I not taking? Out of all these, I'm not taking DeForest Buckner.
That's
As
another good one
crazy as
too.
that seems, I don't. I'm glad freaking Bryant's not here because he would yell at me right now.
Oh, I know.
He would.
I've always kind of stayed away from defensive tackles in IDP.
Well, yeah, but I'm okay. Look, they're like the tight ends of defense.
Now, they are kind of on the rise, I feel like, considering the defensive tackles are starting to get outpaid over defensive ends.
Yeah.
That's
I just felt like last year he didn't break double digits enough for me. As good as he is, he did it once, and I think it was like against LA. But other than that, he didn't do it enough for me to. Or hold on, was it LA? Hold on, no, it was the Seahawks. Oh, and then Houston. And that was it. As good as he is, he didn't break double digits points. Though I guess it depends on what format you have as well. But in our league, it wasn't good enough. So I can only imagine in other leagues it wasn't over 15 to 16 points.
right.
So as good as he is, I'm not taking him. I will skip him. Just because I know, is he gonna get tackles? Yes. It's the sack production that's not happening for me. He's got, was it maybe 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with 2 assists. So he barely hit 6. I don't know. And he's also rising in age, which doesn't really matter for defensive tackles. They can play till they're 33.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter. But yeah, I'm not taking him. I will let him slide the first couple rounds in a redraft league, in a startup dynasty league. I'll let the next guy take him. I really thought he was going to do really good last year, but I don't know. I just I'm not taking DeForest Buckner. And then I've changed so much on him in a single season, just from last year. And it's probably because I traded him and I paid more attention to him because I was like, when you make a trade you kind of still keep an eye on the player you trade just in case he pops off.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I felt good about that trade. I got Isaiah Simmons last year, so it was all good. Okay. So let's move on to the schedule. And let's talk about that. All right, so schedule here. We have let me go here. Or do you have it, right? Where's the thing? Where's the thing? There it is. There's the thing.
Oh my god, I forgot it. Oh, I hate it when I do that.
What?
I forgot to put the banner up.
No, you're good. It's good.
Ugh.
We got it now. It'll be scrolling. So we have Jacksonville, Houston, Baltimore, Rams, Tennessee. Then they go back to Jacksonville, or they travel to Jacksonville, and then Cleveland, New Orleans, Carolina, Patriots, and then they have a bye week. Pretty good spot for the bye week. So it's already like 10 weeks. You get a good amount of the league or of the season right there.
Mm-hmm.
So you can probably pretty much predetermine if they're going to make it or not.
Right.
So Jacksonville might be a tough one for them. Houston, I think they could pull off. Baltimore, I don't think they can handle their. I don't know. Baltimore's weird this year. How do you feel about Baltimore and the Colts?
I think Baltimore could win.
I think they can. Lamar's just too good. I think
Yeah.
with Lamar's offensive pieces and everything, I think Baltimore can. I don't even know why I'm questioning it. Sorry. Go ahead.
I have about 5 wins.
You got 5 wins. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you got the Rams, who were all trying to go to this game as a show.
Yeah.
We're trying to go to this game. Hopefully, so we don't know. I have to. It's gonna. You guys will probably go. I probably won't be the one there. Just due to military scheduling. It seems like lately, at the beginning every month, I've been doing some training like the first week, so I may miss that one, but it's all good. So then you got Tennessee and Jacksonville. I think I see about in the first 10 weeks. 4 wins. And then the second half of the season, you got Tampa Bay, Tennessee, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Atlanta, Las Vegas, and Houston. Let's see. Another, say, 5 against Tennessee, and then maybe 6 against Houston.
You don't think they could beat? So you have them sweeping Houston?
I think I do.
Because I have them splitting with Houston, Tennessee, and oh no, I have them splitting.
They might
Houston
split with
and Tennessee.
Yeah. Houston's secretly getting better. I think I see.
I have 4 wins. All right, go me. 5 if they sweep Houston.
Right. I also have them sweeping Tennessee, though.
Oh, see, I don't have them sweep. I have them splitting.
I have them sweeping Tennessee and Houston.
But Tennessee is still the hard one for me because I'm like, if Tennessee doesn't have Henry, then I'm like, it's going to be. I could see them getting swept by the Colts. But if they do have Derrick Henry, I think Derrick Henry could lead them to 1 victory over the Colts.
Can they split?
Yeah,
I can give you the split.
I also think they could beat Buccaneers and they can beat what was the other team? Wow, I'm drawing
Jacksonville. No.
Oh, the Rams.
LA?
The Rams.
Yeah, the Rams aren't. That's not too hot either.
So I feel like they can beat the Buccaneers. They can beat the Rams, and then they'll split with the other 2. So
I got 5 wins. I got split with Houston and Jacksonville, Tampa Bay Rams.
Hey.
And I think Carolina might trip over and land in
Colts
shit.
are favored in 4 games. How about that? Is it the home game between the Titans and the Texans, and then the Rams and the Buccaneers?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I see them. Oh, are you asking Braden that?
Yeah, I was asking Braden that.
Okay.
Those are the 4 games I had them winning, so I wonder if those are the ones they're favored.
I don't even know where he's pulling this from.
I think they'll compete with the Saints, but I think the Saints will pull it out. I think they'll compete with the Panthers, but I think the Panthers will pull it out. I think they'll even compete with the Raiders, but I still think the Raiders will pull it out. Pittsburgh will be another close game. So if they could flip some of those games, I could see 6, 7 wins.
I see 5. I still see 5.
But I'm at 4.
Okay. All right, so I'm 1 game higher. All right, so the Colts are favored in 4 this year. Yeah, so and he's looking that up. So Colts over.
So we're a little under. Yeah, we're a little under on the betting sites.
We've been under almost all of them, haven't we? I think we have. Every single team so far in the last 3 teams, I think we've been under every time. So I don't know. I see 5. I see split with Houston and Jacksonville. They beat the Rams, Tampa Bay, and Carolina.
Oh, if they split Jacksonville, then I'm at 5 too. So
okay,
I had Jacksonville sweeping them,
or not Jacksonville. Sorry, the Titans and Houston. Sorry, I'm splitting Tennessee and Houston.
So where's their 5th win then?
So so Houston. Okay, come on. Houston,
Tennessee,
LA, Tennessee, Carolina, and Tampa Bay.
Oh, so you have them beating Carolina? Okay.
Yeah.
See, I can see them beating Carolina. I do. That's not a shock to me if it happened.
Yeah. They are favored in both Texans games.
Oh, both Texans games. Titans and Bucks.
Also,
so they're not favored against the Rams.
Yeah,
that's weird. That is weird.
It could be 5 to 7 games, and I see the 7 and why it's 6.5 because they could sweep the Texans and they could sweep
the Titans.
The Titans. So that pushes them to 7. But I'm gonna go split, even though I think they could sweep Houston or Tennessee. I don't know. I say 5 to 7. So does that put me at 6?
Yeah, it puts you at 6.
So, all right, 6 wins. I'll give it at 6. One of those teams are going to lose to them twice.
I want to stay.
And you got 5 or you got 4?
No, I'm going to say 5.
You say 5? All right.
Yeah.
So we're at 5.5.
I don't know for sure the 5th win, but I still think they can squeak out either the Panthers, the Saints, maybe even Cleveland. That could be a good game too.
Nah, I don't think they'll. No, I don't think they'll beat
Vegas.
Cleveland.
One of the other Texans or Titans games, they might sweep them. So
maybe
I'm gonna go 5.
All right, so you're saying 5. I'm saying 6. So we're gonna average at 5.5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, sounds good. 5.5. We're a game under what consensus here, but Vegas says so. 6 was just 6.5. Thank you, Braden. Yeah, I don't know. So we spent a little bit more time on this episode than we actually thought. So, but overall, that is the tech. Wow.
Ravens were favored by 7.
So, Ravens were favored. Yeah, after I thought about it, I'm like, yeah, I don't know why I'm asking that. All right, well, hey, look, that's the Colts. Not, well, actually, well, it was kind of a lot. Josh Downs is going to be interesting to me. That's all I pretty much got to have to say at the end here. Josh Downs is going to be interesting to me. How much of an impact he's going to add with Alex Pierce and, Jelani Woods and Michael Pittman. So I would hope that Richardson doesn't come in at first, and I hope we don't see him until at least the minimum after the bye. At least if it's after the bye, plays Tampa Bay, it should be a little bit easier. And And Tampa Bay is only going to suck because they have no offensive pieces, really. That's pretty much it. So, yeah. Anything else before we close it out this Colts episode?
No, I'm good.
All right, cool. That's our Colts for you. Tomorrow we're going to do let me get this. The Seahawks. Yes. Yeah, I got it, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're doing the Seahawks tomorrow at 12 Eastern Standard Time. 12:30? God damn it. I don't know. 9:30 my time. Yeah, 12:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, you want to do the 12:30 since we did noon already?
Didn't we do we did? Yeah, we already did.
Yeah.
On accident. So yeah.
Yeah, because we couldn't get things to work.
Hey, look, it's fine. Don't worry about it, Roman. At least
you're good, man.
You did put your input in at the beginning. We did see that.
Yep,
so
we did. You can watch it. You can go back and watch it if you want.
If you want, yeah, you don't have to. It's totally up to you. But if you missed it, you missed it. It's fine. Don't worry. We just kind of went over the entire team, so you're good. It wasn't that funny as much as we usually talk.
Noon 30.
So yeah, noon 30. Yeah. So yeah, no, you did say that you were hoping that this offense, gets passing, and we value that. Open it up for JT. So we'll see how that goes. It's that line that kind of has to stay healthy, really, to be honest. So
right. It is.
Yeah. So, anyways, we'll talk to you guys later. We'll see you tomorrow as we talk about the Seahawks. That one should be a little bit more funner, and because it's going to be interesting because they just keep proving us wrong.
Yeah, we were very low on the Seahawks last year.
Yeah, we were.
As right as we were on some teams, we were dead wrong on them.
Yeah, we were really wrong. Jesus. All right, guys. We'll talk to you later. We'll see you guys tomorrow. 12:30 Eastern Standard Time, 9:30 Pacific. That's pretty much it. Right? Yeah. Thanks for watching. Go Colts, I think. Yeah. Later, guys.
Getting hype when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up in the place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. When I watch me on the